be Kirby Kid and Copal.
Oh, it looks like Burst. Or sorry.
Oh, we're going on the other side.
Yep. Yep. Burst and Frostbite up next here. So this is part of the bracket that I think is going to be pretty exciting. We have Frostbite and Revolver over here. Both of them, I think, favored to actually win these out. But like I said earlier, every single one of these matches is very high pressure. If we got to see the two of them win, I'm fingers crossed for that Roy Ditto, because it could be an absolute blast. But for now, Burst versus Frostbite. We'll see if Burst can snipe his way into that potential spot. I honestly couldn't tell you what Burst is going to be playing for this match. He's been bringing out a lot today.
This is great. So looking over the notes and everything, I love that for Burst's character notes, it's swords.
Yep.
So anything with a sword, that Burst has it locked down. And honestly, that is the sword is dangerous in Smash, man. It is so dangerous. That is such a dangerous spot to come in. You don't want to approach it. The combo's fast. The setups are evil, off air, on the stage. It's just all around one of the dangerous items in Smash for sure.
Yeah, swords.
You don't even get to use items in Smash, like.
Yeah, except for those cheater characters
right?
bringing them along. I'm looking at you, Princess Peach.
For sure, for sure. Did you see the new patch notes coming up, actually?
Oh, yeah, what, 14.0? We're fixing Steve.
Yeah. So, little jokes over there. I think I'm a little upset, though.
Yeah, for those of you watching this VOD back, it's April Fool's Day.
Yeah. It's just, I think it's a little upsetting, though, that we don't get a continuation of the patch notes, though, like we were in the beginning, early stages of Smash.
Yeah, it would solve so many of our problems.
Definitely, for sure.
Papa Nintendo, please save us.
Please,
save us from ourselves.
Please. No, I'm just kidding. Just go check HDR.
There you go. Got the plug.
Definitely had to. Oh, I heard one Roy.
Yes, and
speaking
of a plug, we're plugging in for this match here. Yeah, the Roy is definitely going to be Frostbite. And on the other side, Burst bringing out the Sephiroth. A very impressive one from him.
That's the biggest of swords there.
Yeah.
Really nice work here. And PS2 Gentlemen's, I think that's fair, honestly, for both sides.
Yeah, back here keeping up the pressure. Kind of a slow start here, but that's just because, the pacing. Sephiroth is very calm, cool, and collected. And yet another back here, finding a smart.
Oh my God!
Burst showing some dominance right off the bat. Frostbite is going to have to find some answer here, but it's really hard for Roy to get in. This is a great matchup for Burst to have chosen.
That was insane. The keep away game was strong. Double counter to then follow up with the backer to the fair. Like, what?
Yes.
No way. He made it look easy here.
Always a phenomenal option from Sephiroth. Is going to be pretty pivotal in this match because it's his burst. Basically, his only burst in his kit. Everything else has long range and longer startup, honestly speaking. All right, yeah. Gonna be able to clear some space there on ledge so he can get back. Burst is feeling fine right there. He's also got his one wing back or online now, which is worth quite a lot.
Yeah, and honestly, this is just going to keep extending and try to cement this lead much further. Honestly, he is just about in the kill threshold here. He's got to be careful, man. What is the problem? I don't really see what the approach is here, man. You're a really high percent. Nice grab, though. Yep. There it is. There it is.
Finally the opening, but basically a full stock has been taken, and literally a full stock has now been taken by a Burst who's feeling nice and comfortable. He's starting off using this platform to his advantage while Frostbite is stuck up above.
That was a mean nair. Using the iframes to then kind of come back and just use the up smash to coverage that entire platform. It was just it was a nope zone.
Back here is just zoning off the space, making it really hard for Frostbite to find any way in. Ooh,
here we go.
The up air, though, isn't able to connect into anything else. His nair now is to start it, but he can't quite catch up with Burst as he fades all the way to the edge.
The up air has definitely been an opening for him. Approaching with shield to a grab has also been really helpful for Frostbite. But I don't think that's one of the best openings for Roy, honestly.
Forward throw here, finding the opportunity to get a forward air. He needs to take the stock really darn quickly in order to catch up with Burst, who's going to use this forward air. He's got a nice opportunity to ledge guard. No real frame trapping opportunities, just back air to counter that immediate get up.
Coming from off screen there to the back. Wow, man, that was fast.
Yeah, Burst feeling good off that one. Only a couple of minutes to take away all three of Frostbite stocks.
I love that, man. With the fire in the background, too. Yeah. They got the orchestra going for it, showing the pure badassness of Sephiroth there. Heck yeah.
He's just so
Evil.
Yeah, yep. Exactly. So the onus here is going to be absolutely on Frostbite to find an answer. I don't even know if stage choice is going to be worth that much to him. It's hard to play through this matchup.
Yeah,
Roy is like the shortest of swords.
Yeah, he is one of the shortest of swords to the longest of swords. So even if you get an area, even if you get an area space, 2-1.
All right, and start here. Ooh, pushing on and immediate pressure from Frostbite as he catches 27% off of Burst. A much smaller stage. Yeah, Smashville is absolutely the place to be going if it's going to be available. Very small. You got this platform centrally. It is covered pretty well by Burst with his sweeping.
Ooh, what happened?
Grounded attacks. I'm not sure if that was just a loss of a jump. That might have been just a situation where Frostbite thought he had a jump.
Was that an empty jump there towards to get clipped? That's a little unfortunate. What I was going to say, for the small stages here, the issue is that, yes, it is closer and that it is easier to close the gap, but that's just more space that Burst can kind of just throw his tilts that will cause Frostbite to kind of get caught up into, as we just saw that double Nair combo.
Yeah, and that's pretty interesting. The last one actually was a raw Nair as well, kind of setting up for a back air once he needs to protect the ledge. As you see, he's always spacing backwards towards the ledge for one. Ooh, Frostbite tries to get back, not quite killing it, sub 100.
Nice tech.
Forced out, and a back air isn't going to land.
Really beautiful tech. And it is Saturday night, so we do have a KK Rider.
Yeah, everyone say hi to KK Slider.
Being able to serenade us tonight on this beautiful matchup here. Winner semis, man. Oh my gosh, the beanbag at 3-1 right now. Frostbite needs to figure something out immediately. Nice shield movement there. Nice.
Yeah, he's teasing a little bit with that. He's asking Frostbite to try and break the shield. He couldn't punish off of it, but that's the threat right there. It's not even a show of weakness. That's a show of strength right there.
For sure. He is able to find a little slight reprieve there with the smash forward, but not much more. It's a full stock lead right now. Nice shield pressure off those nairs. Man, what is the real proper approach here? He's been getting a lot of success kind of forcing Burst into a shield to then get the grab. Oh, here comes the counter again. Oh, he actually went to the ledge. I thought he was going to go aggressive for it, but I guess that is the smarter, safer option there.
I think this is really the beauty of playing multiple sword characters. While a lot of them have a lot of overlapping strengths and weaknesses and game plan, it makes it easier to kind of play more of them, get into the different headspace for each of them, and kind of change up your play style along with those slight changes in their intricate benefits. And Sephiroth definitely being a very different one, just heavy enough now with one wing up to survive something that he wouldn't otherwise because of how light he is at base wave.
That was insane. That was such an incredible combo coming from Frostbite. That is more of the aggressive burst that we need for him to shut down Burst himself. But it's a lot easier said than done. That range is hard to cut through.
Frostbite really needs like these reverse grabs to or these dash grabs to be coming out. It could give him something to get started with.
Nice
ledge trump.
Nice ledge trump to the back air to kind of get out of the one-wing angel now. 100, he does have a bit of rage here. So if he can get a nice combo, he might be able to take Burst out here. There we go. Getting the grab yet again to the up throw. And yeah, forcing Burst into those shielding situations. Oh,
just barely taking that
I thought he was coming back on that one.
I was going to say, speaking of nice combos, 54% right off the back there with the re-grab to extend. Everything was looking pretty good. But Frostbite, with that very small stage to work with and close up the space, still, Burst is doing a great job of fading back. His spacing is beautiful. And it has to be to really make things work with Sephiroth. You have to let your opponent push up into your space, fade back as much as you can, and just wait for something small. Just a forward air, just a forward tilt, enough to poke him, keep them off you, and keep that damage just slowly ticking up.
And he does great damage, honestly, that he doesn't really need to kind of look for these string combos that Frostbite has been looking with his bread and butter. All he has to do is get those nice hits and win the trade out, get his space yet again, rinse, rush, repeat.
Burst's been stuck in the corner there for quite a while after Frostbite found that opening bout. Very risky to be going down into up B from Sephiroth, and he's very far from stage now.
Yeah. Burst really just setting the pace and just been in the driver's seat this entire match here. Frostbite really finding difficulty closing that gap and really sealing the deal. These Nair back airs are just been serious coming from Burst.
Nothing crazy impactful, but there was a little dancing blade hit one in the middle there to reset the combo there from Frostbite.
We take those. Oh, that's fair trades. This is 3-1 right now, match point, man.
This is
Frostbite
looking
feeling the
very,
mode.
very worrisome. Yeah, he is just barely hanging on, barely able to find answers to anything that Burst has been doing here. Uppy's going to keep adding on the pressure, even while Burst is theoretically at disadvantage, using these counters to just zone off some space. That one, actually, it's not a true counter. It doesn't, or it activates without getting a hit. It's just stronger if you are a hit. So it makes a guaranteed delayed hitbox that Frostbite really can't push up on at all, especially with that small blade.
Yeah, and really just the gap closing has been just a difficult issue. The short blade just falling a little short, closing the gap here. But those dash grabs has been his, like, what's really been helping him out the most, but it's not, I don't think it's enough. He needs a little more to get to it. Hey, we take those.
yeah, Frostbite will take anything he can get at this point. No grab at that opportunity. I think it looks like one may have tried to come out, but somehow didn't end up going up against the shield. Frostbite taking a little trade right there, but he's in a rough spot. That down air could be fatal, but a dash attack ends up dropping the 20% that it does.
I think Burst getting a little comfortable with those counters there. The delay afterwards can be really punishable. Frostbite being able to do that a few times here. 91 though, these fast fall nairs really being real cool for Burst.
Yeah, absolutely. Up air isn't going to quite land here. Nothing to secure this stock yet for Burst,
nice
but he's
dash.
looking like he's in such a power position. It is his match to lose at this point, and it would be hard to if he just keeps playing this way, clean and safe, playing slow and waiting for Frostbite to mess up.
Yeah, all he needs to do is get that neutral back in. Keep an eye out for these dash grabs. Don't do anything super risky. He's been holding the entire match fine up to now. You don't have to change anything. As long as you keep the pace going, beautiful forward grab. We're going to look maybe for the back air there. Maybe on the recovery, up smash. Oh, wow. I'm surprised I didn't see anything come out.
Yeah, suddenly the spacing is a little less clean from Burst. He's allowed a couple of stray hits to go by. I don't know if there was a tech opportunity in there for Frostbite, but getting up is going to be enough for a forward air to finally finish this one off. Sephiroth finding so much value out of that move. I mean, look at the way that match started, where he just cart his opponent across the stage with it, taking the first stock basically unanswered. And once again, for our third match, a top 8 in a row, we see the patient, slow-playing character coming out on top. It's been a key of this these matches so far is patience, patience, patience. But he really plays to bait. Revolver, though, plays a lot more like textbook Roy. He's relying on his really clean fundamentals, his spacing. Yeah, like a lot like Burst, honestly, just on slightly different roles as far as which sortie specifically they excel on in particular.
I always enjoy that the most. Just because someone is playing that character does not mean that they're going to necessarily be doing the exact same things. And now we are getting over to it. This is on the upper side of the brackets. This is winter finals. So this is going to be the step forward into grand finals.
Yeah, just as we suspected, Sephiroth coming right back up. Ooh, Tech being chased out by Revolver there, but it's not going to be quite enough to get in for any extended duration of time. 50% basically in that first interaction for Burst. He's willing to stay patient. Pokemon Stadium 2 is a pretty big stage, and he's going to try and use that to his advantage.
This Murasama blade is so long, man. I feel Revolver's having a very difficult time finding the proper approach, and gets the back air. I think, honestly,
nice burst option to get out.
The dash grab was really beneficial in the last matchup with Frostbite to kind of close that gap. So hopefully Revolver is able to do it, as we just see right there.
That's a scary attempt at a reversal from Burst. He gets thrown, he says, what if I just down aired you through the stage? Revolver just being quick enough to get out of it, but he's not quick enough to avoid that one. He loses his stock. First off, a nice reversal with the jab, looking for an opportunity to get into for another combo, look for a confirm. Now heavier suddenly with the addition of an additional wing. Burst is looking to get aggressive on the shield of Revolver, backing off now, though, when he sees the rebuttal.
Yeah, you know what? It's only one wing. Why does he get so much heavier?
Yeah, imagine how heavy he'd be with 2 wings.
That is true, man. My gosh. 92.55. Burst.
He'd have super armor.
Burst with a slight lead right now. I'm really liking the aggressiveness, though, coming from a Revolver. But it's just, oh, big flare. Not going to do it. Hit confirmed to the tilt. Very nice work. Revolver,
yeah, I think Burst kind of underestimated the aggressiveness that Revolver can have. Really clean movements, shoring up that space so quickly.
Honestly, I think that's what you need to do. You want to keep Burst on your toes. You don't want for him to kind of get into that sense of security where he thinks that he can just control you for the entire game.
All right, short hopping with the back air, buying up some space, and really putting pressure on Revolver here. He has to move up. He knows that Burst is never going to give away ground, so he has to come in and take it, even if it's at the risk of running in the line of fire of these big forward airs. Yeah, and that's why we do it.
That was great. I always say it's extremely difficult to have to be able to take an attack to then trade back because you have to calculate that you're going to get hit. No matter what, you got to make sure that you hit back harder, and Roy is the answer for that one for sure.
I love that down air attempt from Revolver. It's not for a spike, it's just for that stage spike to get some extra damage and look for a reset, especially if there's no tech. But he doesn't quite find it, ends up losing the stock. But he's back to dead even, actually having a really nice showing against Burst, not showing any of the same signs that Frostbite was having a struggle.
Nice tech. No tech actually was there to pick it up. I'm digging these snares, dude. Punish that.
That's ballsy.
Okay, yeah. I mean, honestly, the thing is like, that is scary. When you see that up smash charging, you know that it's going to be covering a lot of range. So I think he was trying to go for the more fear intimidation factor for it.
Burst here has landed on Revolver, gets punished for it twice in a row, uses empowered up B to put on some shield pressure, but Revolver's not letting it poke and he's not letting it drop. He knows like that could be pretty darn deadly and he doesn't want to lose any more percent.
He saw that heat. Like that definitely singed some hair off in front of his face. Oh, he tried to charge up. That was greedy right there. That was so greedy there. You see the aggressiveness coming from Revolver. Why do you think you're going to get a second of a chance to breathe to then get that charge up B going off there, man?
Yeah, that is a pretty ambitious, especially against Roy. I mean, he's known for his bursty out of shield options. I mean, Roy and Jer are basically synonymous at this point, and that's don't give him a second. Don't let him stand near you. He smells. It smells of burnt like skin and hair, though. It's terrifying. Don't let him near you. Like that's why you're playing Sephiroth in the first place. Don't put yourself in N-lag anywhere close to the Roy on the other side.
Yeah, definitely keep it away. Honestly, I feel Revolver was definitely finding a lot better options closing in the gap than than Frostbite was able to in the earlier couple rounds. Here we go. This is what we were starting to see a lot more earlier. Here we go.
That is disgusting. That was like 3 moves to take away the stock. Burst, suitably burst. I'm gonna have to say that every set I see him. Yeah, bursting down the stock. There we go. Legally obligated to put that one in there.
Honestly, I gotta say, this is what I mentioned earlier, this is what we saw earlier versus Frostbite. He really gimped him and kind of kept control on the offstage and in the middle. Nice parry there.
Yeah, Burst has some great times like that first stock of this game where he can just steal away his stock, but he gets a little overconfident or a little over-aggressive even after those plays quite a lot. Like this right here, he's seen the good defensive option out of Revolver. He checked, and Revolver said, no, you can't do that to me. It's not true. And then he doubles back in for like a dash grab, and that's where you're going to get punished, especially by a character like Roy.
That's what, but we need to see more of these nairs here. I feel nairs are really opening up Revolver and making him suspect to a lot more of these combos. One Wing Angel is online, so it's going to be a little more difficult. Nice grab with the sword to kind of keep himself out of range and out of danger there.
Yeah, I love that option as a mix-up of your recovery, especially when Revolver is just staring you down from on top of that cliff. Like, he's just standing there ready to go live the king.
You know he's ready for it to punish that. There you go.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's definitely a mistake from Revolver. You can't be leaving yourself vulnerable out, like, within 60 miles of that sword.
Man. And you're just free-falling there. No response or options available there for you. You're just kind of caught in your own devices there. And this is more of what I feel like we were expecting coming from game 1, coming from Burst, Sephiroth into Roy, as we saw earlier today.
Yeah, absolutely not finding that leverage, but just shotting Revolver out right now. He's playing so confidently, but that neutral beat charge, that's a great call out. Burst has been doing that quite a bit using his empowered up B to kind of clear out some space by the stage, but neutral B from Roy is also a pretty large explosion, definitely a great check to the up B.
Oh, yeah, man. And now Revolver not finding all that magic that he was game one, getting those approaches in. There goes that grab again. There goes the up air. Those are the bread and butters that really, I feel like, really help get through this burst.
Oh, okay. Revolver still finally finding something there. Nair stopping him, though, in his tracks. He's up on a stage above Burst. Burst is trying to call something out, but Revolver's just waiting. Yeah, using vulnerability to get away from that thing, and the ledge trapping isn't quite real for Burst. He uses the counter, and Revolver strays into it. It's 150%. Oh, and he just batted across the stage to the top corner of the stage. Comes back in with a dancing blade. Still got another stock to take in this back air. He's going to finish things out before he gets the chance to.
Man. Oh. Man,
God, I love that. Best thing about this character's addition to the game, honestly. Like, I'm not a big fan of Final Fantasy, just no experience with it, but just Sephiroth
comes in and kills Mario, man. The whole cutscene was awesome, dude. You feel the bossness coming when Sephiroth is picked. You definitely feel that final bad guy.
Takes a good stream game and just amps it up to that next level. We need a little bit of a chorus to really amp everything up. Can I get one of those for every character? That'd be phenomenal.
Even changes the background, just lights it all on fire, man. Burns it all down. 1-1 right now, over for the upper bracket of winter finals. So, like I said, like we mentioned earlier, this is for that beautiful just reprieve, that nice relaxation. Go grab yourself something to eat, go grab something to drink. No matter what happens there, the worst that you can get is second.
Yeah, that's a phenomenal place to be. I mean, who'd have thought you win more, you win more.
Yeah, for real. 52-62. Hollow Bastion seeming to be the counter pick now on top 8 instead of Town and City as it was for top 32.
Yeah, I feel like we just swapped out. We were seeing so many Town and City counter picks all throughout earlier today and yesterday. But now Hollow Bastion, so much of it, and it's actually making a lot of sense with the characters that we're ending up with. Wing is online.
Yeah, I honestly feel that the platform for Hollow Bastion is just so scary. Look how close it is, like over your head. A lot of things can kind of go through. Platform passage through, fall through as well can really make it break up a bunch of things too.
Burst, you gotta watch out for that. He knows it's punishable, especially after he saw Revolver come in with the neutral before. So an unsafe option. Now Revolver seeing that, but not able to capitalize off of it. He's getting a little hungry. He runs up and just falls into the trap that has been set by Burst.
Well, I mean, you're already playing an aggressive character such as Roy, and now you're in winner's final. That pressure's on, man. This is game 3. Once you close that gap, you want to seal the deal, man. You're not even thinking, like, oh, let me get a couple trades here, come back. No, you're looking for blood. And honestly, I think it's kind of falling to favor over Burst, man. Revolver.
Burst just keeps doing this at the beginning of the game. He is just dipping Revolver right now on the sword ditto. Especially anytime we're off the ledge. Yeah, okay, finally seeing the up smash. Okay. I see Revolver. I won't be like rude like that again.
The nairs, man. Those are the opening and the combo breakers. And I feel like it is Revolver's folly right now. The Octa Slash coming back up, dude. I love how that clips through the stage, man. Oh, looks so clean, man.
Yeah, back airs here, just trying to zone out, restricting the options for Revolver as he gets back to stage.
There you go. Nice parry there, able to get his Dancing Blade afterwards, too. A lot of more knockback and damage, I feel, comes from Roy's Dancing Blade.
Oh, Revolver needed to shield that one. That's a little bit rough for him, but...
Hey,
ooh, there's the punish finally. Yeah, roll, recover. I mean, it covers a lot. It's such a big sword, but definitely a read of, like, 2 of the 3 options you got.
He could have jabbed, get up there, and been able to get through with the invulnerabilities, but he did catch it there.
Burst safe from Jer by the one wing coming back up, making him a little bit heavier as that move was finishing off its recoil. But he's having a hard time getting back now. Yeah, and the soft hit affair even is enough to finish him off. Still 100% deficit for Revolver. He's fighting to keep in this game.
Mega Flare coming in. Please get up. Oh my gosh, it's so scary coming up. That's so much explosion coming on behind you, man. It's scary, dude. Oh man, Revolver just needs a combo. He just needs a combo, dude. A fresh combo to a backer can really seal the deal. Maybe, oh man.
Yep, there's the ultimate check to Revolver. What are you gonna do if it's get up or attack off of the get up? It's just gonna be a sword right in your face, Bantam. Not with the forward smash that's taken away a couple stocks in real resounding ways, but the forward tilt, the quiet killer, is keeping you honest.
Yeah, man. This isn't as decisive with the matchup as it was with Frostbite, but it is definitely still in Sephiroth's favor here for sure. And oh, man, dude.
Especially with the way Burst just took 2 stocks before he was really in the hot seat at all for that match. That was a crazy game. Burst really playing well. And it's even crazier that Revolver had the chance to come back after what we saw.
And honestly, I got to give it to him. And I'm very glad that we did get a stage switch there because I feel Hollow Bastard was going to Revolver's pick there. And not being able to fall properly the way that it wanted it to, I'm really glad that he does get the stage switch here, taking it over to PS2, which I feel might be a little better for him, but as of right now, it is not landing well. Oh
there
my gosh. Though.
Very early kill there, and actually is 0 to death for Revolver. That's a big reversal of what we've seen in a couple games between these two, where Burst just comes out swinging, takes out a stock, and then maybe even takes like another stock or 100% on one before he's filled.
Revolver's aggressiveness has been fantastic right now. He has not really lost it, and he is sticking to him like white on rice right now. Being able to dodge the Octa Slash there and keep the shield on, the defensive game is on point, but now Burst is now starting to break through Revolver. Oh my gosh, I like the short
Revolver's
jump
instincts are crazy. Finds his Jer once again just out of percent. He'll give us a red lightning every time. We're 10% off of it, so we'll get juked out by that one a little bit.
Really nice work there. Honestly, I really feel like Revolver's starting to really adapt. I think PS2 is playing a big factor as well too. A little more spacey for him, so it is a little harder for him to close the gap, but Burst has to time it a little more to his chest more because of how far the gap is.
This has been a perfect echo of Game 3 in reverse already. Revolver taking away 2 stocks. One of them was a 0 to death, something that Burst actually has to manage to find on him. Either he finds it up air, another one to keep this one going. Oh, punish on the down air. That's pretty darn nice. The Dancing Blade is going to quite connect. But here we go. Burst finding his reversal and cleaning up that stock before he's too far into this one, but this is still not a good look.
Taking away his utensils, but I mean 2-1 right now at 89 as Seth. This is a big order. But if anyone is going to be able to complete it, it will be Burst. He's slowly but starting to kind of bring this back. Oh, you gotta sell those Octa Slashes into shield. They're not doing anything. It doesn't even do a lot of shield damage or pressure. So like you're really just setting yourself up for failure now.
Yeah, just puts you in a lot of end lag, and it's nice on the ledge, especially if you're going to be re-grabbing, just to keep your opponent from pushing up on the ledge. Here's a re-grab. No off-stage pressure. He knows what Revolver could do to him, and he cannot risk anything at this point. Yeah, for sure. No risks are worth it. You have to play safe. You have to play slow, especially on Sephiroth. That trade just barely allows Burst to stay in here.
The one wing keeping him there, though. That little bit of weight. Gonna get the lift, though, out of shield. Nice work there, man.
Okay, another Game 5
back
in our pockets here. These have been going fast, though. Even though Sephiroth is looking to zone out his opponent, keep the space, Burst has been taking really, really fast stocks whenever he's ahead, and Revolver, just like Revolver always does, if he's winning, it's zipping on by.
Hey guys, how are you? I feel like we haven't seen you guys in a while. I hope everyone over in chat is enjoying themselves as much as we are, man, as we are getting to our 4th. 5th.
Yeah, dude. Best of 5s are going ham today. Yeah, we're getting a lot of these going the very distance. Continuing on with Burst and Revolver, they have to make them every stock count. Nobody wants to have one of theirs going by in that blink of an eye like they have been before, so Revolver really doesn't want to be missing that grab on ledge.
Oh, man.
He's quite a few more damage. The down air is going to be missing them, though.
This is a complete reversal of the last game here. I feel Burst is kind of figured out what was going on, but then Revolver now starting to cook their nice 5-piece, 6-piece unanswered, man. Ordering him some McDonald's here. Woo!
Yeah, going in for the dash grab, doesn't find the up air to keep up the damage. Nair is not going to be super effective on shield. The backers just keep zoning out the space. Nice maybe in a worrisome spot up there, and dropping just barely doesn't kill him outright to the side. Be Dancing Blade him with the middle. Very strong
keeping him alive there. His Guardian Angel and the one-wing Angel, man. My gosh, that was such a reactive blade dance, though.
All right, Revolver here guarding the ledge. Ooh, he jumps a second time, doesn't have the opportunity quite to find his backer. up tilting on shield. It buys him a little bit of space. He has enough time to roll out after that shield stun. Just barely taking burst off the top.
I can't believe that up tilt killed right there. I think the DI might have been just a little off there, unfortunately. So just not going to be enough to really lock it in there. As we get back on over to it there. 2-2 match point right now. Burst needs the reset. Mega Flare going off, and he's not going to be able to get it. Or the tilt. Nice response getting back onto the stage coming from Revolver. Not falling for any of these Sephiroth tricks.
Revolver is efficient right here, looking for an opportunity to find a combo. He's throwing out up tilts. He's throwing out nairs and, jabs and forward airs, trying to find something, but he just could not before losing out that stock. He still made 50% on that extra credit, but very quickly it's been evened up by Burst, who's coming back, swinging air dodges back to ledge. Ooh, that dash attack is not what he wanted. He wanted to drop off the ledge, but that's just not going to be in the books. It's okay for him, though. And not getting that reverse grab is a little more dicey, though.
A little bit. This was a lot closer with that 50% gap kind of being close. Oh my gosh, no way!
It does it! Last stock for Revolver potentially could be knocked out if Burst just finishes out this one last one. And we see he's got the potential to do one in just like 4 hits, as he's shown us in this matchup.
He got one there. Oh my gosh, Revolver destroyed though. The damage done, just a knockback. It's so insane and so clean, man. I love it. This 126, so 8% right now. He needs to figure something out to get rid of this stuff. There you go. We take those. We take those.
He figured something out. It happened.
There it is. Big IQ brain, 200 IQ brain play there, coming from Revolver to get the SD out.
Whenever he ends a combo with a downer, it's kind of hard for it to hit. Someone has to be DIing in, but it's so scary because it'll hurt so much if it ends up hitting. That's like the optimal amount of damage he could be ending up with. That up air just finishes this one out, and Burst is having a hard time getting back to stage. He now is taking it from Revolver, actually, by chance there, as Revolver takes up the platform, and now he's the one in the reverse situation.
Oh man, dude, this is insane. The seesaw back and forth between these two is incredible! Oh,
it does it just barely. No rage on him. Burst takes this one down. Not nearly as fast as he was hoping for this one. If we go deep into Game 5, a last stock situation once again. And even at 66%, it's basically last stock, last hit against a player such as Revolver. We are not done with the Roy play, though. Our next match is going to be Death Spade and Frostbite.
The huge up smash coverage there. I feel like that was probably the safest option that he had there.
He's been holding it for a while, too. He didn't try that for a while.
Because the thing is, you don't want to get someone conditioned into shielding. It's a very easy and it's a very projected attack. Once you see that charge coming up, you know that it's coming up.
Yeah. So a couple kills are coming out that way, but finding one, saving that option for really late into the matchup where you know it's going to be worth the most. That's always a great thing, especially when you're playing these long games, these long matches like best of 5s or best of 7s, even where you can condition your opponent over the course of a long time. And you can hold some moves in the pocket, maybe losing out an opportunity isn't too awful, but that was amazing from him.
For sure. As we are getting on to the next one too, and I think we're going to be throwing it over to Rich real quick, our host, to get it on going there.